Hello and welcome to Avenging Past 7. This is day 301. I hope y'all are doing pretty well, and we are now on Tuesday. And today's going to be a good day because today the third episode of Ahsoka comes out. Now, if I remember hearing it right, this is one of the shorter episodes, so it is going to be rather short. However, I just hope that they pack a lot into it. You can make it a short episode, but make sure it still has a lot of good stuff going on in it. Maybe drilling down on, one character, like really focusing in on who that character is, like maybe focus in on Morgan Elsbeth tonight. Who is Morgan Elsbeth? What is her backstory? I was talking with my dad the other day, and we were just going back and forth on what really cool stuff do they have the opportunity to do with this show. And Morgan Elsbeth, she mentioned when she was questioned on, so you're a Night Sister, or I think Shin called her a witch, and her response was, "I'm a survivor." And when I hear "I'm a survivor" from a Night Sister, I think back to the Clone Wars episode where Grievous takes a ton of battle droids in the army to Dathomir and kills almost all the Night Sisters. And I think back to that and I think, oh, could we see that in live action? Could we get our first look at the Clone Wars style Night Sisters and a new, and General Grievous going after them? Wow, no Basilishan shards right there. Let's try it one more time. Alright, there's 4 shards. Like, you could open the episode up with that. Open the episode up with the Night Sisters being attacked by Grievous and the Separatists, and then she wakes up from her nightmare, and then the episode continues, and we learned a little bit more about her, and then we learned how did she survive, and what did she do across the Clone Wars and across the Age of the Empire. Yeah, sure, go. We focused on Ahsoka and Sabine. Take an episode and focus on Morgan, or focus on Marrok. I've been watching a ton of videos, and a ton of people are, theorizing on who Marrok is. I have my 2 ideas. After listening to a bunch of other people, I have my 2 ideas. Now, I've heard. Now, this is the third idea that I don't buy into that much. I don't think it's what they're going to do. One theory I've heard that's out there is that Marrok is going to be Ezra. That Ezra found a way back, and he came back to the galaxy that we know to stay hidden and prepare the way for Thrawn to come back. And so he serves Thrawn now. He got turned to the dark side, and he's serving Thrawn. I don't think that they would likely do that. So, I don't buy into that one. However, these other 2 I do think are really possible. Now, the first one that I think would be really cool is that I think that Marrok could be Luke Skywalker. W. Luke Skywalker. A clone of Luke Skywalker that, of course, first showed up in the original Thrawn trilogy. And I think that could be it. I think that, they've played around with what they can do to bring Luke Skywalker back into the original trilogy, or back into the new content. They've played around with how well they can make it look, and now they found a way where they can use the clone of Luke and not have to show the face all the time. And then for a couple scenes, the mask comes off and we get to see it and we get to find out that instead of Jorah Sabaoth, Balin Skull cloned Luke Skywalker. And I think that would be cool. I think that would be cool. I think that could work. What I think is more likely is that Marrok is played by Sam Witwer. I think Marrok is played by Sam Witwer. And I think Marrok is going to be Galen Marek. I think that he's going to be a Jedi that was raised by Darth Vader to be an Inquisitor. Did Inquisitor things on behalf of Darth Vader. And the Empire fell, and he joined Balon and Shin. Now, why I think that would be really cool is because I think Dave Filoni is really good at storytelling. And I also know that Dave Filoni loves Star Wars video games and loves to bring in aspects from Star Wars video games into his new content. We saw him do it in Mando Season 2. We've seen him do it in, we've seen him do it for years now. We know that Sam Witwer commented recently in saying that he has had discussions with Dave Filoni where Dave Filoni thinks it would be really cool to bring Starkiller into canon. They just have to figure out how to do it. And one of the comments that Sam Witwer said was, Starkiller was an Inquisitor. I mean, that is what he was doing. He was a Force user on behalf of Darth Vader / the Empire, going out and doing missions for him. I mean, that's what Starkiller was doing. So, what I think the big impact of Starkiller being Marrok is, beyond it being really cool, is that it's Darth Vader's apprentice fighting Anakin Skywalker's apprentice. Both of them were trained by the same person. It is now the two apprentices up against each other. And what we're already seeing is that the first 2 episodes, what were they named? Master and Apprentice, and what was the other one? Master and Apprentice and Toil and Trouble. Both episodes were double names. Were like something and something. So what happens when you go and they're ready for the reveal and they name it Apprentice and Apprentice? Or Old and New. Or, it even fits into their naming scheme of the episodes for how they name the episodes. I think it would work really well. And I think it works. It's like poetry. Anakin raised Ahsoka and trained Ahsoka to be ready for every scenario. I mean, even through Tales of the Jedi, Dave Filoni showed that Anakin trained her on even how to fight the clones. They didn't know that's what they were doing. But it came time to where they had to fight the clones. And she was ready. She had already practiced fighting against the 501st. She was ready. So, I think that would be really cool. And here's something that I read on Reddit that was not in support of this theory, but I think could fit really well into this theory, is Galen Marek could be one of the babies that we saw Palpatine and Cad Bane going after in the Clone Wars. I don't know if any of them were really a human, but we know that they were after babies. So why not have him be one of the babies that they went after? I think it works really well. I think it makes sense from a story perspective. I think it makes sense from a fan service perspective, I think it makes sense. From a poetry, it rhymes perspective, I think it would be really cool, and I think it could work. Now, I saw someone post on Reddit last night, and their question was, given that everyone is theorizing about Marrok, what if he's just Marrok? What if that's all he is? He's just Marrok. Nothing special about him. No big connection to Ahsoka. No, nothing. That's all. He is Marrok. And I think that we need to be ready for that. If you're one of the people going crazy with the theories and watching the theories a lot, I think that we do need to be ready for he's Marrok. Nothing special. Nothing crazy. He's just a character created to, be an inquisitor that worked with Balon and Shin. And, if that's all that they do with him, okay. I hope that they have some awesome stuff in store, ready for, ready to get fans super excited about something else, so that while there is disappointment that it is not as cool as we theorized, there's still something else to really take our attention and run with it and go make us theorize about something else. Because if you pay even, just the slightest bit of attention to Star Wars fans are passionate. Star Wars fans love to theorize, and Star Wars fans love Star Wars. See, I need, 28 of these? Let's see, we'll get that. And we'll just go ahead and buy that. We have the crystals. We're going to go ahead and relic SWGOH Press. So now all we need is his Ami, and we are 7 Amis away. So, I'm excited. I'm watching the videos. Ugh. Today is the sign up day, so I need to try and get him up to at least Relic 3, make him good enough. But we are struggling in these departments down here. So we'll get up to 40. So yeah, I'm excited about Ahsoka, as you can tell. I'm excited to see where they take it. I saw one really interesting take on why Ahsoka seems so reserved compared to her older, to the Clone Wars versions of herself. And she is a Jedi now. She might not call herself a Jedi, but she's fitting that role of the Jedi. She's older, she's wiser, she's more in tune with the Force. She knows her role in the galaxy, and she's seeking to fit that role. And so just like with the older Jedi we would see in the Clone Wars, they were reserved. They were in control of their emotions, and that's what we're seeing with Ahsoka. She's in control of her emotions. She might still have emotions that we get to see, but she's much more in control of them than she was in Rebels or in Clone Wars, especially in Clone Wars. So we're seeing those parts of her, and I think that's what we're seeing, is we're seeing her be in control of her emotions, in tune with the Force. And I think that's really cool. Alright, we need a health speed mod. Please give me a health speed mod. Ah, crud. Okay. What's his speed at? 171? Alright, well, we will put this on him just so he has a full set on him. And let's see. Treya needs what? She needs a speed mod. And we actually do not have a free speed mod. Okay, I'll let it be what it is for now. Actually, no, there was one I could take from. I don't mind taking it from Akbar. It doesn't have any speed on it, so it's not that much value anyways. But it does get her up to 200 speed. Alright, so now we have Treya and Savage, at least a bit more ready for Grand Arena, and maybe they'll be able to help take out a team. So, cool, that's ready. So I think that we are ready to lock in for Grand Arena and probably wrap up this video. I do want to say thank you for all of your support. I hope that you'll have a fantastic day. Good luck on Grand Arena, and may the Force be with you.